teach me proverbs and put
And
me.
welcome, we're listening to Mr. Clifton Ryan, I believe, Proverbs and sayings. And with that, we are actually having a conversation about the Retiree Adolescent Partnership Program, or RAPP. And to do so, we are speaking with Gishelle Gilles Edwards, Manager National Service at MyDNS. We also have Research Analyst at the Ministry, Mr. Kobe Sandy. Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. And I'm always happy to speak about intergenerational interaction and engagement. But 20 years on, that means something is going well.
Certainly.
So give us an overview of the program itself, thanks.
So the Retirees Adolescent Partnership Program, and as you rightly put it, RAPP, is one of our diversionary programs that is allowing preventative and rehabilitative measures for young persons, specifically between the ages of 10 to 17. So the Ministry of Youth Development and National Service caters to persons between 10 to 35. But specifically in this initiative called RAPP, over the last 20 years, we have been delivering that intergenerational conduit where young persons can get these life hacks, these life skills training, these academic assistance, and overall supervision, after-school supervision from the more senior persons and more experienced persons within their communities.
It feels as though you already started to give the cheat sheet to Mr. Sandy, because I wanted to ask, what are some of those positive and what are some of the benefits of these sorts of interactions, especially as brought about by the RAPP program?
Now, of course, in our ministry, we'll try to focus on how we can, of course, uplift our young people. And using the skills, oftentimes, our retired persons say that, we still have things to offer in our communities. And national service is about giving opportunities for persons throughout our society to give back. And this is where we use those skills and use these experience from our retired professionals, whether it be teaching service, whether it be in sport, in culture, in the arts, psychology as well, to provide that sort of information to our young people. They're also supported by young volunteers as well. So you have a middle range of young people to assist the retired persons in interacting with younger persons. So you have that holistic approach when it comes to the program itself, and the young people are there to really benefit from the experience and the expertise, whilst also having an opportunity to be away from the streets into a safe space that we are creating for these young people to develop themselves holistically.
And you're saying this and I'm smiling because I'm just thinking of my granny. It's my granny on my mommy's side. I am a granny boy, always used to be with my granny Doris, and be it just talking with her. There's an enamel basin, I can't fit into anymore. I used to get bush bath, all them kind of thing. And this is all sounding so fabulous, but how do young people engage or enroll in the program?
So the RAPP program, as Kobe would have indicated, we internally in the ministry, we refer to it as RAPP Around Services. Although it is spelled R-A-P-P, we speak about RAPP, W-R-A-P. And persons get involved in the program through recommendations from their schools and the community members who would make an indication to the facilitator, the ministry, or even the coordinators, or even the CBO that they are being engaged through, that this person, fits the need in terms of getting access to these particular wraparound services, as we said. So, as Kobe indicated, these national service opportunities, national building opportunities are provided to these young persons to get away from the streets, to offer suggestions in terms of peace building, offer suggestions in terms of community building, and even the transference of those cultural norms that you would have indicated a short while ago. I don't know if we still use the enamel basin, but definitely it's important to transfer that rich culture from the older generations to the younger generations.
And speaking of importance, how important is it that we have community-based organizations almost kind of like being the go-between between what is actually happening on the ground and the line ministry to make sure that all is going as well as it can?
It's definitely important because it allows the communities to have a direct interface with the community members, and it allows us to have each particular program be designed and curtailed to actually meet the need of the community instead of it being like a specific standard cut approach, but it would be definitely, in alignment with what that community likes. And so, for instance, in a rural community, we wouldn't want to adopt, undertakings that an urban community may want to engage in. So this particular program is allowing these young persons to really engage and absorb all of the traditions and cultures, as I would have indicated, specific to that particular area, and allow them to actually carry on what it is would have gone before them, and the learnings that would have gone before them to be transferred into the future.
People are excited now. Where are these centers that people can actually be a part of the program?
So currently we are based in 5 centers, and we have been expanding. In next a few weeks we'll be expanding to 5 new centers, so there'll be 10. So currently we are at Valencia, at the Valencia Center, and then we will be in La Hokota at the La Hokota Regional Complex. We're also at Laventil, at the Laventil Open Bible Church. In Couva, we are at the Lisa's Gardens Community Center. In San Fernando, we would be at the San Fernando North Center as well. And the new 5 centers that we will be relaunching come next month will be in Carnage at the Homo Center there. We will be also at St. Joseph, at the St. Joseph Community Center. Maloney, at the Maloney Regional Complex. In Chaguanas, we are still to confirm where we will be going with the Ministry of ComDev. In Point Fortin, we will also be at the New Village Center in Point Fortin. So we have 10 areas and 10 spaces, and in the next fiscal, we will be expanding into 10 new spaces in alignment with our community recovery report that Mr. Watkins would have done for us a few years ago, to ensure that we capture young people in need in those communities that require some more support. So we will be expanding to 20 communities come by the end of the year, I should say.
And Mr. Julk said, once Mr. Sandy spoke about expanding, but I think as opposed to just new areas, there are other things that are going into the program as well?
Yes, so the scope of the program will also be expanding. So as I indicated, it is now under national service. So we are giving additional opportunities for nation building activities. We are also going to be expanding to ensure that these young persons are equipped with the skills to deal with peace building within their communities, so that there can be a reduction in violence amongst their age range. We also want them to focus on gender-based violence as well, so that we can have a reduced occurrence of such and a greater understanding of that area. We are also providing additional opportunities for retired persons and community-based organizations. So in each community, there will be 5 persons that will be engaged between the, well, I don't want to say the retirement age, because retirement can begin from 45. So we'll have additional opportunities, employment opportunities, and I don't want to refer to it as employment per se, because it's more of a stipend that they will be receiving. Additional opportunities in terms of expansion for young persons, 50 young persons per center. So the scope of the program and also the size of the cohorts will be increasing, and also additional opportunities for young people to volunteer in a very structured manner to participate in the program, and for CBOs as well, CBOs and NGOs, to be able to receive a subvention to also contribute to the program.
And I like the fact that you talk about it not being payment per se as opposed to a stipend and investment in, because there's a spirit of volunteerism that you would like to develop and foster. Yes. Because there's certain things you can't pay for. Mm-hmm. And time, as we'd realize through the pandemic, is one that is just something that to put a premium on. But we asked about people being members or enrolling in the program. What about people in terms of community-based organizations, facilitators? How do they latch on to this, say, okay, well, you'll come into my area, so I want to be part of this in the next fiscal. How do I do that?
Yes, so as of today, we will be launching the platform where persons who are interested in applying to be a coordinator, a center coordinator, who is a reporting officer for each center, as well as the facilitators who actually teach the different classes in the RAPP centers, to apply at the ministry, whether it be online on our website, or to collect and to submit hard copy application forms available at the ministry as well. You have to submit, of course, a CV, certificate of good character, because of course you know you're dealing with young people, so you want to ensure that the person's coming in to provide a service of good character, and of course to a letter of recommendation as well. So these are the details are available on our website as to what you must submit, and we are looking for those persons who are retired right now in those 5 new areas. I repeat them: Carenage, St. Joseph, Maloney, Shogunas, and Point Fortin, and the various environs. And of course, you will hear more on the next 10 we will bring on soon. So you can apply then for the CBUs in those same areas. You can also apply, more so applying and submitting a proposal on what you can do to assist us in operating these centers as well. So the platform is open from this evening on to tomorrow morning, and is open for you all to apply online or at the ministry itself.
And I want to remind of contact information: 612-9367 or 612-YDNS. You also have mydns.gov.tt. There's also at mydnst. So we have that information.
Yes.
We have about a minute and a half, Ms. Jill Edwards. What defines success from this program? What do you hope to achieve through the initiative?
So you definitely want to the experts in the field, in which any communities, the retired experts, to give back to country. It's all about giving back. You would have become beneficiaries of what Trinidad and Tobago has to offer. So we are giving you now an opportunity to give back. And really, you hear them say it all the time, you know, we have so much to give and we want the opportunity. This is a structured opportunity to participate in national service and really help young persons to become their best selves and to really, you know, change and develop Trinidad and Tobago into the paradise that it is and the paradise that we want it to be.
I want to thank you so much, Jill Edwards, Kobe Nathan Sandy, looking at the Retiree Adolescent Partnership Program, MyDNS, and you have that information, that contact information. Once again, thank you so much for sharing and the work that you're doing. And we invite you to stay tuned. The morning show continues after this. Stay with us.